Well, good evening. Laddies, lasses, and lasses, and welcome to the Click. You look absolutely astounding today, especially you, Click. Oh my god, Click, you look so good. Oh, thank you, Click. I know, but like, it's still nice to hear you say it. Oh my god, Click, that shirt looks so nice on you, but it would look even better on the floor. Oh my god, Click, you rascal. Don't make me call HR. Oh, that stands for horny representative where, where I work. Yeah, there's a train wreck already. Welcome to r/FacePalm, where we review things people have done that are like, facepalmy, and we laugh about it together, pretending that we are superior. Enjoy.
And please remember to subscribe to the channel. It's very important, and otherwise everyone is gonna be sad, especially me.
The Sun. Snowflake students claim Frankenstein's monster was misunderstood and is in fact a victim. But that's the book. That's what the book is about. Yeah, can you imagine the weak modern snowflakes that can read? This Kustang kids back in my days couldn't read.
But you literally just judged all Nazis as a-holes. My grandfather, grandmother, and their families and friends were involved with the party. They're also some of the kindest, most wonderful people I've met. Yet you're already judging them based on a group generalization.
Are we really taking this to an extent where you can't generalize Nazis as like a bad thing because it's anti-Semitic? I would love to introduce them to my great-grandparents, but they're not here anymore because of said previous group. But I'm sure they're great. Oh my god, why would you do this on Twitter? One thing I've realized, as an old, wise man who spent many years on this planet, is that even people who do evil things, they can be anything, it can be horrible opinions, it can be homophobic behavior, it can be stalking or abusive behavior, whatever it might be, they always look normal 90% of the day. They go to work or school, they have meals, they probably have friends like everyone else. Bad people aren't Disney villains, at least most of the time. So when people come out and say stuff like, oh, you said that this person is bad because of this thing they did, well, that can't be because I haven't seen it. But completely forgetting that even people that do evil things look completely normal about 90% of the time. So it's a pretty good life lesson, I think, especially before dismissing someone's experiences based on what you have seen only yourself. Face-sitting, cowgirl, and any other position with a woman on top are fundamentally acts of homosexuality. The male, being in a naughtily submissive position, is engaging in homosexual activity, and conversely, the woman being in a dominant position is engaging in lesbianics. Is this a word? I don't know for sure. Honey, you hear that? We're gay now. I'll let her know that later. It's fine.
Biggest PP award goes to my stepdad. Why is everyone hating me? All I did was call my stepdad a PP.
Oh no. Oh come on, you couldn't have thought this through this.
Stepdad, what are you doing?
No, stop. Cease. Smacky. If your religion makes you hate someone, you need a new religion. My religion doesn't make me hate anyone. It does say in the Bible that love should be between a man and a woman. I have gay friends, just not allowed in my house. I think you misunderstood the concept of friendship. Still friends, but I don't believe in their choice, and that is my God-giving right. I love you, but please don't put this crap on my page. So what do you do when you have like movie evenings? It's like, okay, everyone can sit here on the couch except you, Steve. You're infected with the guy. Yeah, you can sit in the yard and watch the TV through a window. My god, the equal friendship. One thing that also baffles me about these people is that you don't have to understand it. You don't have to relate to it in any way. You can still respect it. Just because you don't experience the same thing or are interested in the same thing or have the same preferences doesn't mean that no one else can. You are allowed to accept and respect other people's lifestyles without partaking in it yourselves. That's perfectly fine. You don't even have to relate to it. I can't relate to a lot of things that people go through, whether it be preferences or identities or whatever it might be. I can't relate to it, but if it's not harming anyone, go for it. More happy people in the world, happier the world. It shouldn't be that difficult of a concept. I doubt you would be super psyched if someone came to your home and said that, oh, I don't believe in this specific thing that you believe in, so now you're not allowed to do it either. It's never fun to be on the receiving end of that, and I feel like this just displays like a severe lack of self-awareness. Why is there iFunny watermark on this? Just adding insult to injury.
What'd you say?
The old one. 87, 89, 91.
No.
With the new gas.
No.
Do you think that that's the year that the gas was from?
Yeah.
Gasoline is like fine wine. It has to be stored in an oak barrel for X amount of years before it has that fragrant flavor. Ooh, I love my gasoline all aged and succulent.
Is Pink Panther a lion?
Say that again, but slower.
I don't get.
He is the Pink Panther.
Okay, but is he a lion?
Mac? Angel, light of my life, he is a panther.
Is that a kind of lion?
No! It's a freaking panther! Mac! The love of my light of my life!
I just googled. They are not pink.
And lions are pink? Oh my god. Mac! I am not upset. I am just severely in a murderous mood.
Why don't the atheists have their own language? Why are they speaking our religious languages? Christians speak English, Muslims speak Arabic, and Jews speak Hebrew. So why atheists are speaking the gods' languages?
Yeah, what about all them Latin languages, like Spanish or French or whatever? Okay, we should all just speak heathen languages. How about that? We can all speak ancient Norse. Wouldn't that be badass?
All right, kids. Whip out your runestones. Let's write an essay.
I bet this is the same kind of person who believes that Jesus was a white American who spoke English. r/shower thoughts. If you love milk chocolate but don't like dark chocolate, you actually like sugar more than chocolate.
If you like pickles but don't like cucumbers, you actually like vinegar more than cucumbers.
Can you imagine buying those little juice boxes but with vinegar? Yum. If you like roasted chicken but not raw chicken, you actually like the heat from your oven more than chicken.
Nothing says a good little Friday dinner quite like a dose of salmonella.
Okay, I'm gonna get my makeup done so well today. Oh my god, it's gonna be beautiful. Okay, well that went a little bit unexpected. Oh my god, that looks badass though. I can't imagine that's very pleasant, but if it was, man, the Halloween potentials would be astounding.
So somebody just explained to me how what I have just posted on a subreddit wasn't suitable for that subreddit. I replied that, as the creator, moderator, and basically only contributor to said subreddit, I respectfully disagree. And then he reported me. To me.
This is the Reddit equivalent of like,
I want to speak to the manager.
well, I am the manager. Man digs 12 feet deep hole without realizing his metal detector was picking up his steel toe safety boots.
It's not about the treasure we came for. It's about the boots along the way. Help! I need advice. My fiance and I are having lots of issues right now. We can't stop fighting, and I don't know what to do. I quit my job because wedding planning was taking up so much time, and my fiance is refusing to get a second job.
Wait, you quit your job because of wedding What? Okay, so what are you gonna do after the wedding? I've never heard of this. This is wild.
He doesn't understand that I don't have time to get ready for work, drive to work, be somewhere else all day, and drive home. I need to be home to plan this wedding. I'm trying to find a job from home, but it is difficult. I asked him to get a second job, and he won't. It really pisses me off because we're spending $80,000 on this wedding, and he keeps saying that we should spend less. Hello? No, this is my wedding. I've been dreaming of this since I was little. I refuse to have anything but my dream wedding. How can I convince him to work a second job to pay for this? What happened to happy wife, happy life?
Okay, I'm gonna be the couples therapist here for a second. You're nuts. But also, why is he getting a second job and you can't? Like, I doubt you're spending 16 hours a day on wedding planning. Why don't you just do the wedding planning in the evenings and weekends and, work a regular job? I doubt it takes 16 hours a day to wedding plan. That's bonkers. And also, $80,000 on a wedding? I don't know. It sounds a bit like if you need to get a second job for your husband, you need to quit your job. You need to basically spend your entire savings and basically ruin your entire lives for wedding planning. Maybe you should tone it down a bit. Like, there is a life after the wedding, This isn't like the final goal. Oh my god. My biggest error of the pandemic was thinking that once the problem was recognized, society would rise to the occasion. I mean, sort of. Like it rose to a certain extent, right? I mean, we got the vaccines out relatively quickly, research was made, we took precautions like with stricter standards and borders and etc, etc. So like, to some extent, yes, but I am also very disappointed in, the general populace lack of brains. Like, let's have anti-vax protests in the middle of a pandemic where people are dying. Coming together as a strong humanity. Aliens wouldn't have to invade us. They can just sit back and wait for us to wipe ourselves out, I swear to God.
Next time you want to say it, it's mozzarella, all right? Not mozzarella.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Come si pronuncia questo formaggio?
Mozzarella. Mozzarella.
Mozzarella. Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Why would you be so confident about that? Why would you be so mocking and confident? That makes people want to debunk you. Like, you're literally... Oh my God.
Can we get a black superhero that doesn't have black in their name? That would be cool.
I mean, I guess we have Falcon, for example. It's pretty badass. Can you imagine if this was flipped, though? Can you imagine if every white superhero had the word white? White Captain America. That has some really funky undertones. White Superman. Oh my God. Or the White Power Ranger. Oh my God, I'm gonna burn in hell and I'm gonna enjoy it. If a 16-year-old wanted to adopt a child, the government wouldn't allow it. She isn't done with her education. She can't financially support herself and she isn't a legal adult. But if she gets preggo, the government can ban her from getting an abortion. How is that logical? The same people also believe that teens aren't mature enough to learn about safe naughties and contraception. That is wild to me. Like, no, we can't teach them about this. But when the inevitable happens, then we have to force them to have it instead of just like telling them stuff beforehand. My conclusion with all of this is that both the teenagers and these adults are too immature to do anything. We should all just be raised by pandas. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Can you imagine today's youth storming the beaches of Normandy?
I can't imagine today's boomers doing it. All y'all do is buy commemorative Trump teddy bears and post "how to open PDF" as a Facebook status.
Ever heard of the Vietnam War?
No, who won? And also, to take this discussion in a little bit of a sideways note, every interview or documentary I've seen where actual veterans are talking, all I've heard them say is to say, like, I'm so glad the younger generations don't have to do this today, because having your entire generation traumatized or killed or have to go to a major traumatic event like this isn't something you would wish on, like, your youth. If the next generation don't have to do it, that means at least I would feel that my generation had done something right, you know? If not everyone else after me has to suffer in the same way. Why are you wishing this on the youth? I think if you want to go the boomer route, like, just pull out the bootstraps and there are better ways of doing that than going to war. God. My mother had this thing in her house blinking red and yellow. She says it protects against 5G. Is this thing real? Total Shield! The Total Shield will deflect, interrupt, and eliminate grid lines, geomagnetic electromagnetic standing waves, ELF, and other harmful ways by broadcasting these disturbances to the Tesla coil at a phase shift of 180 degrees. Yeah, but that's like what you're talking about in, you know, electricity engineering and stuff. It's okay. I mean, you can also do it with sound waves, you know, they can cancel out. That's one of the basic principle of like noise cancelling, for example, but this doesn't feel right. It feels like you've taken something different and just squeezed it together forcefully. A second generator generates 7.83 Earth resonant frequency. Total Shield! Blankets and protects 20,000 square foot area. You know, have you seen these little devices that are allegedly putting out a frequency that mosquitoes don't like? But when you open it, everything it is just a switch and a light bulb? I bet this is the same thing. It's like if you open it up, it's just gonna be, oh, this is just bogus. So there's a mother just taking care of her baby, managing the stroller a little bit. Very good parenting. The baby is gone. But isn't the baby in the other... Okay, no, the baby's gone. Where could the baby have gone? He must have run off. It can't have gotten far. It's a very small baby. It has tiny little lumpy legs. Oh wait, I was holding it all along. Ugh, tragedy avoided. I do this sometime though. I have literally walked around my apartment with my phone in my hand, looking for my phone. Or when you like, when someone has glasses and they look for their glasses while wearing the glasses. This is just humanity in a nutshell. We're silly, but very funny. I'm just wondering why none of these televangelists have been showing up at hospitals and performing miracles on all these COVID patients.
Oh, you see? If we do it on television, we're able to reach more people and spread love and positivity to more people than what we would be able to do if we met everyone individually.
Wow, that's actually an explanation that some people would buy. That's... Whoops. That's horrible. Yeah, I don't believe this. It's absolute garbage. I also like the aspects when these people buy, like, big private jets and stuff because it's technically a religious organization that is tax exempt and stuff. Yeah, feels good, man.
Why does this Alice Rabbit feel the need to use an academic title on the cover of her new book? We just don't do that in serious academia. It's a little bit sad and suggests both insecurity and inflated ego. A curious mix. Professor Alice Rabbits.
Ah, and the person posting this also has Professor in their title, showcasing it everywhere. Oh my god, is that a nice little scent of rancid hypocrisy I smell right there, good sir?
Smells so sweet on you.
If your state isn't outlined in red, you ain't from the South. Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. Yeah, screw Florida. You know, literally the most southern point. You ain't South enough. Take that, Florida.
Party hard enough to forget your girlfriend is on your shoulders. Oh dear, that evening took a turn. You know, the best evenings are the ones we don't remember. You see, because you get very drunk. Okay, that's a joke. Drink responsibly. I am not encouraging harmful behavior. Please don't take my channel down, thank you. Russian Navy ship destroyed after propaganda footage gave away its location. A Russian Navy ship used to unload reinforcement has been destroyed. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry has confirmed. Can you imagine getting blown up because you posted a selfie on Instagram?
Yahoo! Worth it!
We don't want you here because you can't drive. You see, you crossed the line. I crossed the line. You don't know a damn thing. Go back to China where you belong.
Oh, okay.
China lady. China lady. We don't, you know what? You give the people a bad name here. We hate you people. Go back where you belong. Cute.
Like saying, we don't want you here, when you're like the obvious most unpleasant racist Karen that I think I've seen in a long time. It's so ironic. Who do you think you're speaking for? Oh my god, we should just make a separate island for all the Karens instead. That would be much better. Holy crap.
Did I turn my boyfriend into a vampire? So I got a new boyfriend. Yay! And we have been seeing each other for about a month now. Anyway, the other night we were having a Twilight marathon. I love Twilight. And the dream of mine is to have a vampire boyfriend. I've been experimenting with doing this.
Trigger warning. This is... Yikes.
I've been experimenting with doing the blood sucking for myself. And I consider myself a vampire now. I usually just save the...
You know the stuff that happens to females every month, and then you make sure to save that for purposes.
So I decided I would try to turn my new boyfriend. I've been cooking
stuff with reference to the last paragraph.
I've been doing this for 3 to 4 weeks now. Do you think he will be a vampire by now?
Why are you doing this, woman? Oh my god, can I get new eyeballs, please? You owe me new... Can I sue for new eyeballs? Anything would be better. Can I just take out my eyeballs with spoons and replace them with pine cones? I would be thrilled. I will never unsee this. This is horrible. My god, editor, like, censor everything. If this is just a black screen, I'm fine with that. Holy frickin' frick-frack. What? This is not a FacePalm. This is like I'm gonna rip up my face in disgust.
65% of women cheat, but 85% of the time it's the man's fault. E.g., women tend to cheat because they feel lonely for long periods of time in a relationship, so might lean on another male for support and accidentally have naughties with them.
You know, when it's just, you know, dark and you slip a little bit and you just fall over your friend or something. Oh no, that's unfortunate. I guess we're doing the naughties now. Oh no. Statistics are 44% easier when you just make them up. And you shouldn't believe 56% of them anyway.
But you need to make it as a non-round number. People are 84.2% more likely to believe it.
73.5% of all statistics are made up on the spot, including this one. Isn't that convenient though?
I cheated, but it's actually your fault.
Maybe you shouldn't be in the relationship in the first place. How about that? Here's a budget breakdown of a couple that makes $500,000 a year and still feels average. That's a pretty good life. Okay, let's see now. So here it is. Gross salary, blah blah, after tax and donations and all kind of stuff. It's $278,000 per year. That's a pretty good monthly budget, not gonna lie. So expenses. We have childcare, 2 children. $42,000 a year. That's $21,000 per kid per year. That's nuts. Isn't that like pretty much almost an average salary for one child? Maybe it's something wild, you know, maybe they include everything in that, you know, vacations and clothes and etc. Food for 4. Okay, it doesn't include food. So $23,000 for food. But the childcare is still a separate, okay, so the childcare is like, I don't know, travels and clothes and football practice. Really fancy football practice. Mortgage, 60,000, home maintenance, property taxes, 3 vacations a year. Okay, so the children thing isn't included in vacations either. That's a separate post. Car payment, gas. Ooh, that's about to get more expensive. Life insurance, clothes for 4 people. Wait. So clothes for 4 people. The childcare is still $42,000, but it doesn't include food. It doesn't include clothes. It doesn't include... Wait, what does it include? Children's lessons, sport, piano, violin, academics, $12,000. Okay, so what's the $42,000 for? I'm losing my mind. What are you spending almost $50,000 a year on? It's not clothes. It's not the travels. It's not food. It's not like practice or academic stuff. What's the post for? What?
Atheist logic. The sandcastle came up by chance after millions of years of erosion.
Or, you know, maybe it was just built by people, quite like society is, and I would argue like religion is too, you know? It's a thing.
The reality is that the sandcastle, just like God, was invented by men and women.
Okay, we're getting into spicy territory here. Oh, yes, indeed. Is a castle made of space spice. Oh, it's like a wedding thing. Very cutesy. Look at that. No. That's really expensive. What do you do? No, dude, this isn't a high school prank. Oh my god, that's so cringy. No, please. Oh no, that hurts to watch. Why would you do this? Mark Zuckerberg says Meta employees lovingly refer to him as the Eye of Sauron. Ah, look out, Steve. It's the Eye of Sauron casually wandering into our department. Oh no, better minimize that card game on your computer and look busy. Does he have that as a meme? You know, you're playing, what is it called? Solitaire or whatever it's called on your computer. And you just have a big Sauron gif coming up on your computer and you hear Mark Zuckerberg's voice going, I see you. Ah. Lovely, quirky office environment.
Happy 2nd birthday!
Not suitable for children under 3 years of age. You hear that, Timmy? You have to turn 3 before you can turn 2.
Better learn to count, you silly little shite!
7 buses with Russian soldiers suffering from acute radiation syndrome have arrived at hospital in Belarus from the Chernobyl zone. They allegedly dug trenches in the highly radioactive red forest. Oh my god, the only thing better would have been if they just ate the dirt. This is nutritional. Oh.
A 6'4" broke guy has more innate biological value than a 5'8" doctor/engineer. His genes took millions of years to develop and managed to persist to the modern age. You will never be able to compete.
What are you talking about? That argument applies to both of them. Both genes obviously made it to modern age. What are you talking about? Some people don't even read through their own points before posting them, I swear to God. It's freaking snowing, and I want to tip my driver according to Chipotle. Why are you deciding how much tipped workers can make? Whoa, that's mighty generous of you, but tips can't be more than 50% of your food's total. Maybe this is, a security measure, so people don't mistype it and add, another 0 by mistake or something, but the way it's formulated is really weird. Why would you care so much if your drivers, especially in stormy weather, gets a nice tip like that? That doesn't affect your bottom line.
I doubt periods are that painful, though. I feel like you just gotta man up and get used to it. Crying about it won't do anything.
Why do you believe they aren't that painful? Serious question.
No, it happens so much that you just have to get used to it. There comes a time and point where you do have to actually man up about it. That's just how the human biology works. So if I kick you in the balls multiple times, you'll just stop feeling it after a few rounds, The human body is truly wonderful. How can you make this argument? And it doesn't apply to anything else, it's only this.
And right here on the 2 sides, there are 2 little buttons. And all you do
My god, like old daytime Selly TV. Those were the days, man. Oh my god, all the garbage.
in place, so really, you're all set. And this is tough. It is. Listen, give you an example.
This can totally support a person, I bet.
You have to get up on the wall.
This is not gonna go well, is it?
Hey, listen, just walk right up.
Why would you do this live? That's just begging for it to go wrong. Okay, now you should probably stop.
Okay. So really,
Now you should probably...
Are you okay?
You see this thing collapsing? You should totally keep climbing it. That's a very good idea. Look at that. You can bend it however you want and faceplant in it with all your might. It's gonna be absolutely beautiful. Ah, good old conspiracy Facebook. Here we go. Research biblical cosmology. Oh dear God, research flat earth. This is gonna be gold. The only thing that can stop a laser is something made up of matter. That is, these lasers, which appear to be exactly the same distance, are being stopped by something. Evidence that a firmament or dome is real. You know, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this is most likely concept art to demonstrate how these things work and how they measure distance to things. I'm assuming that's why they have an angle on the laser beam, because, you know, you do this, and then with the angles you can actually calculate how far away it is by knowing the distance between the telescopes. So this is like concept art. This is not, it's not an actual picture of the bouncy thing, you know? It's just a measuring tool. It has nothing to do with, oh my God, oh, you just take things out of context and think you're so smart. No.
I'm not religious, but I believe Tim Curry is having a good time in the afterlife.
I totally respect that you're not religious, darling, as nor am I. If you could at least wait until I'm frickin' dead, though, that'll be smashing. Is this a threat?
Rest in peace.
Whoa, 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 I'm not... What? So you got that poster ready for The Northman? Yeah, Chief, we already printed it and put it in the subways all over New York. You made sure the title was on it, right? April 12th, only in theaters. Conquer your fate. This would be like advertising a concert and you just forget to put the place of the concert or where to get tickets. Awesome music festival coming soon. Like, okay. Millennial, saving for a house? You might need an inheritance. A sign of a healthy economy is when you tell a whole generation to sit tight and wait for their parents to die. Ah, isn't that gorgeous? Thank you. Thank you, the Times.
You can choose. You can either have your parents or a house. You can't have both. Realistic expectations, y'all.
Surveillance caught funny scene in the haunted house. Oh my God. That's how... Oh no, the door doesn't open. That's so bad. Okay. No, don't tell me. Oh no. Oh no, it's so beautiful. How many US presidents are bilingual?
Only Obama, the rest were heterosexual.
I'm going to make a rough guess here. You do not know what bilingual means.
It means you're attracted to the same gender. God bless.
It means you speak two languages.
No, you see, if you're bilingual, it means you frick everyone.
So you should learn Swedish. Your intimate doors will just open wide. Åh ja, vad roligt det blir.
Any English teacher who uses they/them as a singular pronoun should lose their teaching license.
Life is hard sometimes.
California damn bill would let illegal immigrants become police officers.
Disclaimer, this bill would only allow legal immigrants, or in the US, blah blah blah, to become police officers. You know your clickbait is getting bad when you have to like literally disclaim it in the first line of the article. Maybe just don't make the headline, you know, it's probably better for everyone. Pears grown in Argentina, packed in Thailand. So they start here and yahoo! It blows my mind that this is the most economically efficient way to do this. That absolutely blows my mind. How? In Thailand, it was considered a capital offense punishable by death if someone touched the queen. In 1880, the queen drowned when her loyal boat capsized on the way to the palace. The many witnesses to the accident did not dare to touch the queen while she was drowning. This seems like a rule that has some obvious problems. What if she needs a doctor? Like, your doctors are just one use, like, oh, you can fix her up and then you're gone. You're gone. I am 5'10", and my girlfriend's little sister just introduced me to her 6'3" boyfriend. And wouldn't you know it, we're the same height. It rounds upwards, right? It's like that post where someone got a height test result, and it's like 5'2.99". It's like, just give me 5'3". Come on! I have been informed by several angry Twitter people that if I support folks tearing down the statues of Christopher Columbus, I should also support the teardown of statues of the Muslim prophet Muhammad. As a Muslim, I say go right ahead and tear down every single statue of Muhammad. Oh, Twitter, never change. You're such a beautiful source of content. Am I the butt for refusing to raise my biological 8-year-old daughter? I was an exchange student in Korea when I was in high school. I had a lot of unprotected naughties with some of my classmates. Absolute Chad. Recently, one of the classmates flew out to my city, Brisbane, with an 8-year-old girl that I had never met before. She was claiming that it was my daughter, and she consistently tried to insert herself and the kid in my life. I consistently rejected this. She got a job in a flat near me. I've taken the paternity test and the kid is definitely mine.
Only biologically, of course, only biologically. One night, she called me and told me that I needed to come look after the kid while she was sick, so she could go out and do some shopping or whatever. I refused outright, and went off about how she was the one who made the active choice of keeping the bubby, with the full knowledge that it would not have me as the dad. She could have aborted or adopted out. I refused to have anything to do with this stupid thing. OP, you are definitely not the butt here. She should have adopted out if she didn't want to be a single mom. Forgot to switch account there. I'd also find these stories so incredibly ironic in a way. I just had a lot of unprotected naughties with random people just messing up. What? Where did this baby come from? How could this happen? It's so unfair. It couldn't have been me. Boomers. The government will use the COVID vaccine to track us. Also boomers. I want a free trip. They just need my social security number and bank information. Woo! Mommy's going on a vacay. A Chinese man tries to fix washing machine, gets his head stuck in it. The man put his head in the washing machine thinking something was stuck in it. Well, now it is. A bodybuilder who married a naughty doll has admitted he cheated on her while she was being repaired. The struggles of a relationship. I get the same vibe, you know, when you send in your significant other to the shop and it's like, oh God. Loneliness is excruciating. First aid course book from 1943. How to save someone from choking.
So you just put your little finger down and
Relax, Steve.
save me harder, lol.
Those are two sentences that are rarely put in the same context. Can you breathe now?
Save me harder, I'm still choking.
What? The novelist who wrote How to Murder Your Husband is now on trial for murdering her husband.
Based on a true story. So because I said I have a boyfriend, you have stopped calling me. That means you were not serious.
Or, you know, it means they are a serious adult and they respect other people's boundaries and relationships. And also, maybe you are the one who needs to get serious and stop playing mind games that most people grew out of after they graduated high school. How about that?
Yes indeed. We're here with relationship advice with Click. Don't be dumb.
PS5 time schedule. Foot rub, 30 minutes of playing time. Back rub, 40 minutes. Cook dinner, 1 hour playing time. No online. Take out trash, 1 game, 2K only. You anyway. Clean the house, 2 hours playing time. Must take 30-minute break for affection. Unlimited playtime on Sundays only. No playtime on holidays. If violation, the PS5 will be sold to Smart Pawn. Wifey, this is your This is not an overbearing mother. This is your wife. You married your mom? I feel sorry for you, bro. I don't think this is what we mean when we say like, oh, you have a mommy kink. It doesn't mean to literally marry your mom. God, my best dad joke. I don't have one.
Why would you include a dad joke prompt if you don't have a joke?
No, hon, I don't have a dad. Whoosh. Some customer on the phone was saying I was very helpful and way better than the person he was speaking to yesterday, who was also me.
This means that you have grown. As a support person, as an empath, I can feel your emotional energy radiating.
So this is a text from someone's landlord. I have a TV coming today, just letting you know. Television. How is that the conclusion you jumped to? What? Oh my god. Okay, here's a video. Heck yeah. I just gotta pick up this track. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And I am done for the day. Ah, beautiful. Oh, it's amazing. Oh. Well, laddies, lasses, and lasses, I do hope you enjoyed today's video as much as I enjoyed making it. And I hope to have you over here in the very near future. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you again in the very near future. Take care. Mwah.